What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be breaking down Bitcoin, Ethereum and Hype. We'll be looking at the major key levels that traders should be paying attention to. We'll be looking at the market structure, the liquidity zone and bearish and bullish scenarios that you should be watching right now. So whether you are really a long-term trader and investors, and I think you should pay attention to this video and pay attention to the key levels that I'll be pointing out today. So without further ado, we'll jump straight into Bitcoin. Starting with Bitcoin, Bitcoin remains the leader of the entire crypto market. Whenever Bitcoin moves, the rest of the markets then usually follows through. So the first thing I'm watching at Bitcoin is these key levels on the weekly time frame. And you can see right now we are bearish. So you can see all the major levels that I've previously marked out, and you can see how we reacted after we swept through these weekly highs. And currently right now we are at the time of recording this video, we are at 62,824, and I just want to tell you that we are heading over to 49,000 Bitcoin at this level that I marked out over here. So this level could be a great reversal point for Bitcoin at 49,167. We could get something like this, come down and sweep through, and up we go. So this is what I'm expecting from Bitcoin. We definitely going to sweep this level at 49,167. So you should be paying attention. This is a major key level for Bitcoin. And currently Ethereum is one of the most important assets to watch in all of crypto, because it powers most of the crypto ecosystem. Even though right now the price might not be encouraging to investors, but Ethereum still remains the heart of DeFi, tokenization, real world assets, and Ethereum is still a great innovation. It's just that the price ain't catching up yet. So currently right now we are at 1,708 Ethereum, and as you can see we are bearish, and we are coming down to these levels that I mapped out, and surely we're gonna come down to this level and that I mapped out over here. As you can see, 883. So we are coming down to this zone. It's a must, because we have built a whole lot of liquidity down here. So we are expecting price to come down like this. We are expecting something like this, something like this. This is my expectation for Ethereum. And hopefully things work out, because Ethereum is still a good buy at this price level. And this is still a great innovation, just that the price ain't catching up yet. So let's jump right straight to Hype. Hyperliquid has become one of the most talked about assets in the market. The reason is simple. Hyperliquid ecosystem continue to grow over the years, and it is fast and has deep liquidity. Even the CEO of Nasdaq, Jeff, recently said that Hyperliquid is bigger than Nasdaq. And so let's jump right into the chat and see what's going on. As you can see, Hyperliquid just have a wonderful ladder. This the zone that I bought from before this move, and currently we are up like 240% in few weeks, and this is amazing. So looking at the chart on the daily, we just made a new all-time high at 76, almost $77 per Hyperliquid, and right now we are having a little pullback. So from liquidity point of view, a lot of people will be waiting over here at this order block, daily order block, to purchase some more. This was a whole lot of people will be hoping for some like this. So but for me, I think the market like to sweep out people, so I'll be waiting for some like this. It might come, sweep. So Hyperliquid has been a great product, and having a whole lot of adoption recently. And hopefully we might come down to start a trade, develop a hyperliquid, but I'm not sure for that. But as you can see, we have shit ton of liquidity down here. And but for right now, here's my current view. We might come down, induce, trap, then make a new all-time high, hopefully. So here's my view on hyperliquid right now. And also Solana, I don't know what's going on with Solana. Solana still remain one of the most important assets, for real estate, because most of the volume, in tokenization, talking about S stocks, most of them are happening on Solana. Solana still remains 60% of the volumes when it comes to tokenization real world. And right now we are currently at $69 per SOL, and we'll be coming down to this level, so you'll be expecting $51 per Solana. And lastly, the one of the most important meme coin, that even though right now the price is hilarious, but we're going to come back. I'm very sure, because this is the mascot of crypto. This is the most recognized meme coin in the whole of crypto, with great founders, great team behind the project. You all know your boy Lucanese, who is a great founder, and he won't just leave his Penguin coin, which is the center of the Pudgy Penguin, the abstract ecosystem. He won't just leave the coin just to die off like that. So hopefully we'll be coming down to this level. So I'll be very, very happy to be buying once we sweep this low. This will be a great asset to hold, even though it's a meme coin. As you can see, this is one of the only meme coin that I included, because the founders are trusted, and when things clear up, this coin gonna do a lot of numbers, and trust me on this. But this is not a financial advice. You can do your own research. I'm just showing you my technical analysis and what I think will be happening soon, and soon we'll be coming down to these levels. So to summarize everything, Bitcoin still remain the radar and continue to determine the overall direction of the entire crypto market. Ethereum is still positioned as the backbone of DeFi and tokenization. Hype is the best trading decentralized platform, that continues to provide deep liquidity for huge decentralized trades. And we as traders and investors, our job is to identify key levels and manage our